This just came to me, but it's rare that a relationship supersedes the fantasy. You can have a vision about something, about the way you think it should be, or the way it can be. But you can get into a relationship with a real human, an actual human, and it falters because that fantasy rarely gets reached. So now you feel stuck. And because everybody's emotional and everybody thinks that they're good, they don't want to hurt the other person's feelings. But it's rare. It's rare that a relationship ever supersedes the fantasy you had of it. So you visualize a relationship being one way, and it never gets like that. Maybe when you was young, your mother or somebody who lived on your street in your neighborhood, or the state that you would visit over the summer or whatnot, convinced you of something that you thought was real. And because you don't know the ins and outs of that person or two people's relationship, you don't know the downfalls of it. But if you could go inside of those people's brains or have a conversation with them over a cup of coffee, they might tell you the nuances or give you a clue inside of the mystery that they're not really happy. If you ask them to visualize the person that they thought they would be with, I can almost guarantee you from the start that they will admit that the person that they're with is not that person. Because it's rare that the relationship supersedes the fantasy. Because people are selfish, and you guys are, and you're going to say out loud, I'm not selfish. I'm not selfish. But because you people are selfish, because we are selfish, we want what's best for ourselves. You start thinking about having children, bringing children up in the world. And in this world, the way you want the kids to live, how you want them to be. So you start piecing together this vision. And this is before you meet the person. This ain't, wow. You already did this math long before we even got to this point. You already did that math. So I'm just asking y'all, if you can tell me, does the fantasy supersede the actual relationship? Are you really happy with the person that you with or that you was with? Only you can answer that. You can look at me and criticize me and say what you want about me, but I don't have anything really to do with y'all relationships. I don't. But if you bored and you say to yourself, man, this is a waste of time, or it was fun for a little while and it got old. It got old quick. It happens. Unless I made it up. But a relationship, it rarely, almost never, goes past the vision that you had of what a relationship would be like for you. Not for somebody else. We're talking about you now, so this relationship has to be good. Because you would never put yourself into a predicament or a situation where you had to deal with something bad. You never do that. And so almost like a game of hopscotch, of double dutch, you in it. And if you stop jumping, you can get hit by the ropes. And if you stop jumping, you can mess up the game. So what are you saying? All I'm saying is everybody believes that they have good intentions when they start. But it becomes harsh feelings when it's over. So all I'm saying again is, in closing, that the relationship almost never goes past, supersedes, or lives up to the expectation that you had of it. It is what it is. Love y'all. This is another session from Motell, Granite, and Great. I don't know what I'm talking about. So it's early in the morning. I just thought I'd say this just because I wanted to. And I just felt like I'm in control because this is YouTube allowing me to use this channel as my channel. So I feel like I'm in control a little bit, not bothering anybody. So this is my relationship with my channel, with my network, which I'm interested in growing almost 1,800 videos. But I thank you guys for subscribing. I thank you for viewing. And I definitely pray that God continues to bless you. And if you have a relationship, I pray that it supersedes any fantasy or vision that you have for it. Love y'all.